the Premier League, the gulf between them is huge. Arsenal gunning for the title, while Birmingham are still in danger of going down. They're separated by 13 places and 26 points, and Arsenal have scored twice as many goals. So no wonder the bookies make them odds-on favourites.
They're defending a pretty high line there, Birmingham. There's a lot of space for Arsenal to run into if they do maintain that line. They want to squeeze Arsenal, no question of that.
Zigic with the through ball, Bowyer given offside, and it's just as well for Szczesny's case that he was, because that challenge could easily have led to a penalty.
Well, that's his game, Lee Bowyer's. I mean, it did look close first time of asking. He's so good at timing those runs, and he does it here. Look at that goal, Clichy at left-back playing him on. Really should have stayed down that flag, and that would have been a penalty. You're right, Alan. And the referee, Mike Dean, would have had a huge decision to make within the first 3 minutes of this match.
Larson will take. Headed into that crowd of players, and they've scored! Against all the odds! Zigic on target! It's Birmingham who take the lead, and the favourites Arsenal, who have a major problem now.
Well, it's normally Nikola Zigic getting the first header, and it's all about the second ball. But it was all about the second ball here, wasn't it? They get a bit of luck in that it goes straight to the Giants' serve. When they initially get the flick, is it Roger Johnson, who's normally so powerful in the air, and he does a job for his team? All he has to do is just twist the body and the neck and get a little glance on it. Szczesny arrives on the scene a little late.
To Van Persie, Shavin on the right. Beautifully set up as well for Wilshere to hit one. Oh, what a terrific effort by Jack Wilshere. Shavin. Van Persie! Arsenal are level. The scorer hurt himself, but there's joy at the Arsenal end of Wembley Stadium now.
Well, do you know what, that man in the picture there, Jack Wilshere, they have to thank for that goal in many ways. The youngest player on the pitch brought his team forward and got them into that position with his desire and his ability. But you know what, Jurek must have thought when the ball came into Van Persie, he got this covered, he was very tight, but he just sticks the leg round the Dutchman and gets a toe on it. It's a really clever finish from him. What a good time to score that is for Arsenal, having endured a really rocky period.
Carr wins the header. Turned on by Fahy, away by Clichy. Arsenal backpedaling again. And that was an over-ambitious ball. Beausejour does get a touch now and almost found himself in the clear. He shot charge down and against the post. Larson gets it back in. Cleared by Son and then by Nasri. Ridgewell for Birmingham. Zigic, but the flag has gone up. Free kick.
Well, margins in finals. How close was he here, Keith Fahy? Put themselves into a little bit of bother, Arsenal, but it's just an instinctive strike when the ball comes back to him. Swings the right boot. Szczesny's looking to his right and just praying. And prayers are answered.
And the referee's decided to let it go on here. Shavin. Bentler. Good save by Foster. Splendid stuff.
Oh, and how important was the fact that he had to clear up after as well. Rosiski coming in. Under an awful lot of pressure at the moment, Birmingham, but standing firm.
And it goes again towards the towering Zigic. Oh, confusion, and Martins has surely scored the winning goal for Birmingham City.
what a calamity as well, as far as Arsenal's defending goes. Szczesny and Koscielny just getting each other's way. Nobody takes charge. When Zigic heads it down, there's no danger whatsoever, is there? Between the two of them, where's the shout? He pulls out at the last minute, Koscielny. I don't think you can pull out there. Just put your boot through it, clear it, and ask questions later. You cannot afford to pull out at that stage. It is a gift. Seconds though for Arsenal to redeem themselves.
This is it. If they don't score from this, they surely won't score at all. Birmingham fans screeching for the whistle as it goes back in again. Birmingham City have triumphed against all the odds and pulled off one of the biggest upsets in the history of the League Cup final. Arsenal, the odds-on favourites, have been beaten, and their long wait for a trophy goes on. Devastation. Very few people outside St Andrews gave Birmingham any hope of winning here today, but they stayed true to the words of their famous theme song. They kept right on to the end of the road, and Obafemi Martins closed that road off for Arsenal to pull off a famous victory. And Birmingham will lift their first trophy for almost 50 years, and only the second major prize in the club's whole history. Written off by most neutrals, but against the odds, it's they who have triumphed. And this moment will go down in club history. It's only the second trophy they've ever won since they were formed 136 years ago. What a birthday present for their owner, Carson Young.
Time to ask for a wage rise, I think. And it's what makes football special, the fact that Birmingham can close what is quite a huge gap, really, between Arsenal and Birmingham in terms of class and ability. Alex McLeish knows that. He was under no illusions, but he came in with a game plan. And as I said earlier, it's not often that it worked so perfectly as it did. I mean, they had to work for it, but they deserved their luck.
Well, it's a victory that will never be forgotten, and it's been made all the more special by beating Arsenal, one of the great names of English football, and certainly one of the finest teams of the current generation. The trophy will be presented to the winning captain by Mark Hunter, Chief Executive of the competition sponsors, Molson Coors Brewing Company in the United Kingdom. The officials have already received their medals. Mike Dean, his assistants Mike Malarkey and Ron Ganfield, fourth official Kevin Friend, and fifth official Scott Ledger. And we'll have the Alan Hardiker Trophy for Man of the Match presented soon as well by the chairman of the winning club. But this is Birmingham's moment. They were devastated when they lost the final in Cardiff 10 years ago. Their two previous trips to Wembley also ended in failure. But tonight, Birmingham can celebrate. Stephen Carr, in a moment, will step forward to receive that glittering trophy. And with it, the first major prize of the season and a place in Europe. It's Foster, not surprisingly, who gets the man of the match. Second time in 3 years for him. What an achievement.
Yeah, I think a lot of doubts were cast on his ability, weren't they, when he was at Manchester United, but seems to have found a home at Birmingham, where he's really enjoying his football and showing his best form.
This is quite simply the greatest moment in Birmingham's history. Back to Zigic! Craig